if you had to, go back to your first year, the first day of your engineering, having all this, the learnings that you have got over this 3 years or 4 years of journey, what would you do differently?
So actually I'm in the 6th semester. I got to know that there is an opportunity from my campus. Out of the 2022 got selected.
Got it. That's a very far ratio. Like, that's almost like 1%, less than 2%.
Don't feel bad if you are not able to understand any concepts. So keep trying and consistently learn every day.
So majorly, the interviewer focused on your resume.
What makes you different is try to find the disadvantage and try to find the limitations in the particular project.
Did you ever feel that, okay, am I good enough or can I crack this?
I got the opportunity as I learned all the skills.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's podcast. So today we have with us Venkateswarlu. He is currently pursuing his final year of BTech at Shastra University. He also is a student of our NxtWave Academy program as well. So the good news is that very recently he has cracked a job offer of 37 lakhs per annum at PayPal. So today he'll be joining us and he'll share his journey of how he cracked PayPal, what are his learnings, and what are some of the challenges that he faced in this journey. So he'll be sharing his journey with us. So Venkat, once again, congratulations from entire team at NxtWave on cracking offer at PayPal. So how are you feeling now?
Yeah, really super excited. I had very good experience with the PayPal.
So how are your family members feeling? Everyone is happy?
Yeah, very happy.
So we'll start with your childhood and your schooling journey.
So actually I'm from Andhra Pradesh, Chilakuluripeta.
Okay.
And I had my BTech in Shastra University. I had my schooling in the Guntur,
Okay.
Basham. I got the opportunity in the Shastra University, so
Okay.
I went there.
Okay. Nice. Good to know. So when did you finish your intermediate? Like which year is it?
It's like 2022.
2022. You have done with your intermediates. Okay. And based on your JEE mains, etc., you got
Shastra.
Shastra University. Okay. Nice. What helped you majorly to crack this role at PayPal? Like if I'm not wrong, PayPal visited your campus for internship.
Yes.
Right? So that's when you got into PayPal through the internship process, and then you've got a PPO offer also.
Yes.
Right? So share a bit about what are some of the things which you have learned with respect to upskilling part that helped you most to get into PayPal.
So firstly, the basic concepts like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also some backend technologies like Express.js, Node.js, and Spring Boot, and DSA part concentrating on Python, Java.
Okay.
And something like you can improve Bootstrap, Flexbox, different types of CSS stylings.
Nice. So you have been asked questions on these during the interviews also?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So Venkat, when you first started learning coding and started doing DSA, so what were some of the challenges that you faced in this process? We hear from a lot of students that coding is difficult, or data structures and algorithms is difficult. How can we overcome it, etc.? So would love to know how was your experience when you started learning this?
First, I'll try to understand the problem exactly and try to solve that in the brute force method. So, of course, the challenging part is of optimizing code is one of the challenging part.
Yes.
So, first try to solve it in the brute force method and try to optimize it slowly, like using DP or.
Got it. When you were doing coding or DSA regularly, so did you find it very easy or was it tough at the beginning, or how was your feeling initially?
Of course, initially it will be look like very tough. So slowly I started doing a lot of questions in the brute force method and try to solve it in the optimizing way.
So which programming language do you regularly use to do DSA or coding in general, programming in general?
I use Python. So and also in PayPal internship, I have done the DSA question using Java and C++ and Python. So advantage of learning Java, C++.
So many students initially they might be very motivated. They would start, they would be consistent, but after a few weeks or after a month or few months, etc., they lose that motivation and they would stop learning. What kept you going? What was your motivation?
So actually, I invest a lot of time in learning courses in the NxtWave. So there will be one thing like for the week, how many hours you have done courses you have used. So as usually I'm getting rank 1. So from my success coach, I'll get the appreciation. So that appreciation makes me really you will be success in the future. Of course, there is a chance and there is a way you can compulsory have a success. So that motivates me a lot.
Got it. So regular appreciation from success posters, and on the leaderboards, you see yourself on the top rank. That these things motivated you. Is what you're saying. How did you start preparing for PayPal? When did you start the process? What all you tried to cover during this preparation process? Can you talk something about that?
Before 1 month, I started preparing for the PayPal. So actually, I went through that some other websites. So how would the previous year questions asked in the interviews? So I went through all the DSA concepts once. After completing everything, I started learning all my skills from the next year and revising everything. And also, obviously, I'm the teaching assistant in the next year. So obviously, I'll solve a lot of students' doubts and also I'll revise all my concepts there. So that's how it helped.
So which semester were you in when you were preparing for this PayPal internship?
It's in sixth
semester. So PayPal visited your campus for internship, and that's when just a month before you're prepared specifically for PayPal.
Yes.
Okay. So Venkat, so when did you get this opportunity for PayPal? How did it start? Can you share a bit about that?
So actually, I'm in the sixth semester. I got to know that there is an opportunity from my campus
Okay.
as a PayPal internship. So I started preparing DSA questions to going to other websites, like revising all the previous year questions of the PayPal internship and get to know all the DSA questions. Regularly, I'm studying all the concepts and doing some DSA questions.
Okay.
After that, I'm revising all the questions in the NxtWave or the skills I have learned in the NxtWave. I'm teaching assistants in the NxtWave. So actually, I'll learn a lot of things. I'll solve the doubts for the students and also I'll revise all my concepts there.
Okay.
So that's how it's happened.
Okay. So how many doubts would you have resolved overall as a teaching assistant in NxtWave?
Nearly like 800 to 900.
800 to 900 doubts. So obviously, when you were resolving doubts of other students,
Yes.
your concepts got probably strengthened, and your understanding would have been much better over this process.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. So specifically, you've told about the preparation process when you've started and all. Can you talk about the internship journey? From the moment you've started preparing to when the company actually visited for internships. How was the process? What were the rounds? So can you share about the internship interview process, assessments?
Yeah.
There would be a set of studies, right? So please walk us through the steps once.
So first, as I mentioned, I got the opportunity from the college.
Okay.
So there are a hacker rank tests in the college. I mean, first round is selecting students based on the CGPA.
Okay.
And then they have shortlist nearly 2,000 people.
Okay. So first round is just purely screening basis.
Yes.
CGPA.
Based on CGPA.
CGPA. Okay. Got it.
From there, we had hacker rank test.
Okay.
Which consisting of 2 DSA questions and 5 multiple choice questions.
Okay.
It's based on computer networks and operating system and some DSA related concepts.
Okay.
With the 2 DSA questions.
Okay.
So as usually, I got nearly 1.5 question is correct, and also all 5 multiple choice is correct.
Okay.
So they had selected 22 candidates out of 2,000.
Okay.
And then we had a second round.
Okay. So basically the initial round is the screening round where only basis CGPA 2,000 students were eligible for exam.
Yeah.
The online assessment.
Yes.
So after the online assessment, only 22 people
got selected.
got selected for the interviews.
Yes.
So primarily, if I have to repeat it for our audience, so 2 questions, DSA questions, and 5 MCQs were asked. The MCQs were primarily on operating systems, DBMS, etc., computer networks and all. And the 2 questions were on DSA, data structures, algorithms. Got it. So how many were you able to solve during the process?
One is medium to hard level.
Okay.
And one is easy to medium level, and started nearly out of 12 test cases, 8 got selected.
Okay.
8 got passed.
Good. So mostly 2 of the 2 questions you have solved, probably 1.5 questions, 1.6, 1.7 questions, kind of you have solved. We can consider that.
And 5 multiple choice questions also correct. Out of the 2,000, 22 got selected.
Got it. 22 got selected. That's a very far ratio. That's almost like 1%, less than 2%. So what's the next step for the 22 people?
So after there will be a round 3, which is interview with the software developer who is working in the PayPal.
Okay.
So I had a meeting with him. So he asked majorly about my projects, and he asked me to show your website is whether hosted or not.
Okay.
He majorly focused on all the skills I mentioned in the resume, whether all the skills, all the features are working correctly in the project or not.
Okay.
And then he started asking some questions on DSA.
Okay, again DSA.
Yeah. And also he's asking me to solve some DSA question in the lead code.
Okay.
And I solved that.
Okay, you solved that problem during the interview. Nice.
And also he asked me to do that DSA question in different language.
Okay.
So I started solving in C++.
Okay.
That also works, but is in the Bruce Force now.
Okay. Okay.
And after that, finally, he asked me some questions related to PayPal, and also he asked some SQL based queries, and he asked me to run and show whether it's working correctly or not.
Okay. Okay. So just to summarize, two coding questions were asked in the interview, and you were able to solve them.
Yeah.
And then, so majorly, the interviewer focused on your resume. So
Yeah.
whatever projects you have mentioned in your resume,
Yeah.
they have clearly tried to understand whether you have actually done those projects or not. Whether the functionalities you have mentioned,
Yeah.
are you able to explain them? Are you able to showcase it live during the project?
He's asking to showcase all the features and the functionalities you have mentioned in your resume.
So those things they wanted to check it, during that particular interview, whether you were able to explain and actually able to showcase them, because you have got quite a good amount of practice and building all those projects. You were able to explain.
Easily solve.
Nice. So what was the process after this round?
After this round, we have manager interview with the manager who is working in the PayPal. So he majorly focusing on the fundamentals. I mean, computer networks and operating systems.
Okay.
What are the scheduling algorithms in the operating system, and what is web caching? And also, he asked me some real world example questions. I mean, as a software engineer, as a software developer, how do you solve these problems? These type of questions would happen.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the question is majorly what chat application you use for your daily life.
Okay.
I said like I use WhatsApp.
Okay.
So he asked me say some of the 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages that you have observed in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
So this is how the interviewer thinks like how much uh, knowledge the person have when
In terms of product sense, basically. Yes. So the products that we use day to day. So how much awareness we have, about these products, basically.
So I said 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages. So next question is like, as a software engineer, how do you solve these 3 disadvantages as an advantage?
Basically, once the screening is done, basis the CGPA.
Yeah.
Once the online assessment or test is done,
Yes.
the first round of interview is done. Once you clear the first round of technical interview, the next round is basically managerial round, where more than the technical skills, along with the technical skills, I think they try to understand what problems does a product is solving, whether it is able to solve or not. Okay, what are some of the improvements in the product? What solutions can you suggest for those problems? This is something which they have focused on, I guess.
Yes, exactly. Where I create the project, every project you should not go on directly existing project. So what makes you different is try to find the disadvantage and try to find the limitations in the particular project which is already existing in the market.
Okay.
And try to solve that disadvantage into an advantage in your project. So use the updated technologies and tools and then host it in the AWS or GCP.
So Venkat, you mentioned 22 people were selected to the interviews, right? So how many people cleared the first round of interview?
Out of 22, only 4 cleared first.
Okay, 4 people cleared the first round of interview. And in the second round of interview, the managerial round which you mentioned?
3
cleared. Got cleared. Nice. So how did you feel when you got the offer?
Really super excited, and also I got the opportunity as I learned all the skills. Yeah, nice.
During this process, did you get any self-doubt, or, did you ever feel that, okay, am I good enough, or can I crack this?
Yeah, there will be a situation you will think like that, but consistency is a very key step you should take.
Got it. So if one is learning consistently and putting in efforts, yes, in spite of these self-doubt, I think that will take one to the finish line, I guess. Yeah. After you've got the internship, how long is the internship process? What did you work on? Can you share a bit about, how was your journey during the internship? How was the work life?
I had 3-month internship in PayPal at Bangalore. So I have worked on Spring Boot, React.js, and AWS clouds. I have used all the technologies, latest technologies. It's had good experience with all of the teammates, and also I appreciate all the teammates who has helped me a lot.
The internship is of 3 months, you have mentioned, right?
Yes.
So once the internship is over, when was the PPO announced? So for those of the audience who doesn't know about PPO is basically pre-placement offer. So once someone finishes an internship, basically the people who do well in the internship, what the company does is they would directly, give a pre-placement offer. So how was the process? Like after the internship, when were the PPO results announced? What was it like?
So after 2 days, they announced the PPO.
Oh, just after 2 days.
Yes. It's totally based on the manager review and also the work we have done there.
Okay. So how many people overall have done the internship from your campus in PayPal, and how many got the offer probably?
Actually, 3 got selected and 3 got the free top option.
So, Venkat, how was your overall learning experience with NxtWave? I'm sure you must have tried or explored other platforms too. What are some differences or some things that you have observed between NxtWave platform and other platforms? How was your experience overall here? Would love to know that.
So the first point is like there will be structured manner in the next year. That is the main important point. So first I started learning from the next year and try to research whether all the concepts are covered in the other platforms. So when I go through that, there is only simple concepts are available in other websites. I mean other platforms. But that is not in the next wave. So they are concentrated on structured manner and also very optimized way. So from basic concepts to advanced level concepts to very structured. Clear roadmap and the structured manners. Just try to learn all the skills they have mentioned in the next year.
Got it. So basically, you are saying that you do not have to spend too much time on what to learn,
Yes.
where to learn. There is some structure which is given to you, and you are able to follow that path consistently,
Yes.
and then you are able to do well by building your skills.
Yes, exactly.
Understood. So if you had to, go back to your first year, the first day of your engineering,
Yeah.
right? Having all this information or context that you have got or the learnings that you have got over this for 3 years or 4 years of journey, what would you do differently?
Maybe I can prepare for the product manager role, product engineer role. I have interest on there,
Okay.
but I concentrated on full stack and the software engineering roles.
Okay. Okay. So probably man companies or product based company roles, you wanted to focus more of the man companies also is what you are saying. So Venkat, what made you realize the importance of building skills on your career right at the end of the first year itself? Like you mentioned that you started learning from NxtWave and other in general focusing on building skills at the end of first year itself.
So actually, when I started scoring some Instagram posts, I got to know that there is an extra platform available. So where I got to know that there are a lot of skills you should learn apart from the college. So from there, I started learning from the next wave.
So Venkat, you have put quite a bit of time learning on the platform, NxtWave platform, and you have paid for the program as well. So for all the money, for all the time that you have spent on the platform, do you think it's worth it? You have got whatever you have put in.
Yeah, compulsory it's worth. The skills that helped me to crack the internship PayPal. And also I got the stipend from the PayPal. So of course it's like manageable.
If you are fine, probably you can share the rough stipend that you were.
It's 1 lakh per month.
Okay, 1 lakh per month.
Yeah.
So for 3 months
Yes.
internship. Okay. So overall, Venkat, reflecting on your journey, you have spent 3.5 years on your college life, and you were able to crack a very good internship and then on to placement as well, right? So if you had to give a suggestion to someone who is just starting on their college journey, right, who is in their first year or first semester, so what is one suggestion that you would give to them?
Don't feel bad if you are not able to understand any concepts. So keep trying and consistently learn every day. So day by day learn and get to know the majorly one important thing in the real world. So try to learn a lot of things what is happening in the real world. So yeah, consistently learn day by day. So try to learn even one skill a day.
Got it. So learning is something that you are suggesting, and consistency is something every day learn something, learn a new skill or learn something that is going to help you in your career is what you are suggesting. Okay. So as a follow up question to what you have just said, does focusing only on the courses that students learn in their colleges is sufficient to crack a really good job, or one needs to focus on building skills as well?
Compulsory there will be necessary other skills that you should learn. So there the next year helped me a lot. So I have learned a lot of skills other than the college in the next year where Node.js, Express.js, a lot of things. And also the Spring Boot, which is a bonus course available in the next year. So these all that's like helped me a lot in my internship experience.
Stories like Venkat reminds us that with consistency, perseverance, and structured guidance, one can achieve any goal that they have set for, however hard it might look from the outside. Once again, congratulate Venkat for the success that he has got by cracking offer at PayPal, and all the best for your future ahead.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.